Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night, which means it's randomizer time. And boy, am I excited about our guest. I have inducted him into the Randomizer Hall of Fame. Last year, he put on 11, maybe 12. Some of us lost count jerseys while doing the show. He's everyone's favorite spreadsheet virgin from Establish the Run. It's none other than Michael Leone. Let's do it.
He's the worst host I've ever seen in my life.
Tell me what to start typing. That's not low-key thick. That's high-key thick. Matthew Berry's 101 is Logan Thomas. Wow. You're in post-production on a character named Montgomery Rush. David Montgomery, the Rusher?
How the fuck did you do that?
Are you a Jimmy G girl? Leone, what did I catch you sipping right there before? Are you going for the sauce here?
The Minky Boodle. I'm really into the sours. I have been the last couple of years, just crushing the sours.
I've been into the sours, but I haven't purchased any this year. So I only get them when I'm out at restaurants and bars. And we were on the Cape this past week. I think I put a photo of it up on Twitter, and I had an incredible sour. It is the official drink of the summer, in my opinion here.
There's a new brewer, not a new brewer, I guess it's a few years old, but there's one right by our house, and they specialize in sours. They have all these crazy flavors. The next one I got to try, they have a chocolate peanut butter banana cheesecake one that I'm looking forward to trying.
See, that's where I draw the line. My other buddy Mike once sent me a photo of some cotton candy mango apple pie IPA, and I'm just it's just too much, guys. Just a couple simple flavors, that's all we need.
Some of them are too much, but I did have last night a raspberry marshmallow banana one that was really good. But I have had one, they had a special St. Patrick's Day one, and I couldn't even drink half of it. It was just, there was just too much going on, and it was too, I don't want to say too sour, but it just wasn't working for me. It was almost like drinking a candy bar to an extent, more so than it was.
Waterbug says my local has a white chocolate raspberry pretzel. I mean, you guys, this is out of control. Out of control. Also, Connor pointing out, and I noticed this too when I hopped on the stream here, Leone's Bills memorabilia looks very cool. Leone made it seem like this was just his alt office. I'm starting to think, this, as much as we all love the craft room, this is official here.
Yeah, I'm on I'm using the iMac camera right now, so I have very limited mobility. I don't have the Joe Holka remote control on camera. I'm gonna physically pick up this iMac just to show you what's around me, which is mass chaos in my basement. So it gives me a little bit of anxiety being down here. So I can't do it full time.
I'm the same way. This past week, I was doing the work. I was working on the newsletter and stuff from my laptop, and I'm just I feel so naked when I'm not at my computer with my big monitors and stuff. And I don't, maybe it makes me feel like such a boomer too, navigating on this little laptop. It feels like so much restraints, but it's it really shouldn't be that hard to work on a normal laptop.
I forgot who I was telling, but I was like, man, a second monitor will save you an hour a day. The value on that is just so huge. Unless you're Adam Levitan and your second monitor, because you don't know how to use an external monitor, is actually just a second computer. He has two, so he just has two computers with two mice is what he does. So that's not going to save you an hour a day.
That's incredible. Trevor, this seems like it would have been a good prompt to submit. Why do the Bills have a buffalo on their helmet? They're not the Buffalo. They're not the Buffalo Buffaloes. I think if you would have phrased that in the form of a prompt and made Leone answer it, maybe that could have showed up on the wheel. I should mention, I put out the tweets on Twitter with the guests. You can submit prompts. Also, you get priority prompt access if you are in the Deposit Kingdom Discord, the randomizer channel for YouTube members. You guys submitted a lot of great responses. I also share the private draft link, which I just shared in there. We'll see who wants to come and get this sweet, sweet Leone randomizer EV. But Mike, how is your hot best ball summer been going? I know you guys have been ramping things up over at ETR. You're now, grinding the ADP movements on a daily basis.
Yeah, we are grinding the ADP movements on a daily basis, and it is kind of crazy. I've started to look at some home league ADP, and you just get that realization of how unique Underdog is compared to what our little bubble looks at things, like this Gabriel Davis argument about oh, now he's in the 4th round. Should he be going there? He's better in the 5th round. And then, you're going to play in your home league and get him in the 7th round. You don't have to worry about it. So that's been fun. I haven't drafted as much as I would have liked to yet. Herzig really got into my head about the slow drafts not being good mental EV. So I've been trying to do mostly fast drafts, but I haven't, carved out enough time to do them.
It's so funny. I have become a much more of a fast draft bro. And also thank the randomizer gods, the 1-6, the chef's kiss for the producers here on the show to not have to navigate 2-wheel picks at the turn. I've become much more of a fast draft bro, not because of like the life EV, but just because I have noticeably or noticed differences in those fast drafts being softer on the whole. And I've been doing the kind of late night, like right before bed, get some of the drunk people, hopping in those. And so that's kind of why I've done it. I don't mind waking up and making a bunch of picks, but yes, I've become a fast draft bro now.
The blue light screen time before bed, though, that's not life EV either. There's just no good time to draft. It just...
Yeah, I have made a sacrifice on that one. I had such a good thing going for a while with no phones before bed, and now it is it's been obliterated. Morning is my good time where I'm not around my phone and I have my routine and stuff, but I got to chase all these drunk guys in these BBM3 rooms at night.
I got super excited. I did the fast draft and someone drafted horribly, and I was like, this is why I'm doing the fast drafts. And then I got an email like an hour later that the league got canceled.
Oh my God. Yeah. I haven't had any of mine canceled yet. Only the highest integrity drafts for me. All right. We're off to the races here. Leone must produce a functional graph from a spreadsheet including a player Leone wants to draft or draft the king of touching grass, Josh Gordon. We're 2 picks away, Leone. So we're looking at maybe Jefferson and Chase aren't going to make to us. So you're going to have to pick between Eckler, Henry, Diggs, but we're also going to need a supporting document, Excel sheet.
Do I need an actual graph or can it just be a spreadsheet?
It says must produce a functional graph from a spreadsheet.
Oh,
I mean, this is open-ended here. I will also, you're well-versed in the StreamYard machinations. You can share your screen if you'd like.
I'm panicking trying to create a graph right now. It's like, I know how to do this, but I can't do it right now.
Look at this.
Oh, why am I on? Oh no, this is just bad. Okay.
No, this is going to be good.
How much time do we have?
We're going to have about 40 seconds here once IR black picks. This is how the sausage gets made. Leone's deep in the spreadsheets. We got 28 seconds. Mission impossible. Here we go. The screen is up. What do we have here?
Okay, this is our season rush yards and rushing touchdown projections for different players. So we're going to be taking a running back just because the running back is on. This was just done very quickly, as you could tell.
Quick, so we got 8 seconds. Pick
who's on the board. Back. I can't even see the board.
Who do you want? Eckler, Henry.
Eckler.
Okay.
Eckler's here. I see
sorry.
LAC right here. LAC.
Look at this. So what is this? This is seasonal projections. Is this rush yard? Is that the blue lines?
Yeah. The blue line is rush yards.
Look at this. Look at how sick these people, a lot of people would be like, how you just kill momentum on a stream? You pull up a spreadsheet and look at the audience is just riveted here.
That was such a horrible spreadsheet. Also, downside of this camera on my Mac, my cat is rubbing his head against the computer and it's moving the camera.
Wow. You're battling the elements. I feel like your cat.
Come here, Bruce.
Your cat hasn't been a mainstay in ETR shows in the same way like Jerry has. There, let's get the cat some shine here.
It's Bruce. Calm down.
Bruce?
Yeah, that's Bruce.
Bruce is on the loose here. All right, let's spin our wheel.
Bruce is on the loose. Bruce is on the loose. It's back there in the background. You can see it.
Wait, where's Bruce? Bruce?
Bruce is loose.
Bruce is on the loose. Okay, here we go. Leone must name 5 defensive Bills players from
Nate
the 80s,
Odom,
90s.
Darryl Talley, Cornelius Bennett, Bruce Smith, Jeff Wright. I mean, there's 5.
Can you get to Ted? Can you get to stretch goal?
80s, like Leonard Williams, Henry Jones. I could probably do more, but I'm blanking. Oh, like 90s too. Like Chris Spielman was 90s. like late 90s. I mean, if we're talking like later 90s. Phil Hansen, someone said in chat, how did I miss Phil Hansen? That was a gimme.
I think maybe people are lumping, because us, fantasy bros, sometimes Davis and I get a bad rap for only being able to name like 12 total defensive players in the entire league. But you're a legit hardcore Bills fan. Like you weren't going to get stumped on that.
Also, I might have been a better fan as like a kid growing up and watching old 80s, 90s games than I am now. So it's like that's when I grew up in the 90s, I just watched Sports Center on a loop, prime time every week, rewatched old VHS tapes of the Bills beating the Raiders 51-3.
I mean, I was the same way with the Broncos. I once went to a car dealership to Neil Smith, a defensive end for the Broncos when they won those Super Bowls, just to get his signature. Like, yeah, you become a big defensive guy when you just root for a single team and fantasy hadn't ruined your life yet.
Yeah, Bryce Paup was in the 90s for the people asking. Bryce Paup was definitely 90s. I was thinking more Super Bowl era, but okay. So
you're going to get to pick whoever you want after Dricko picks here. As you can imagine, with the randomizer crew, it's a wide receiver heavy draft.
Yeah, I think I know who Dricko's going to take here.
Dricko's bleeding the clock for Andrews or Hill?
Probably Andrews, I think.
Andrews.
Yeah, that's who I would have taken, is Andrews.
Talk it out.
I think we're going to have to go hyper fragile, man. Little Joe Mixon.
Oh my God. Leone, are you full value hounding right here?
I mean, look at that ADP. How many spots at ADP? Although let's go. Should we go? No, it's too early for Keenan. Let's go Tyreek.
Okay.
Tyreek.
I was going to look at this. This is, Tyreek. Now you understand what my life is like at all moments. You're like, on one hand, I have this sweet, sweet value. Oh, and on the other hand, you're in a piss boy avalanche of wide receivers and you got to race to keep ahead.
That's what the tiebreaker was. The room, it was like, okay, we got to get our wide receiver now because it's not good. 5 spots of ADP value on Joe Mixon now might seem good until you're in the 6th round and, or the 8th round and Elijah Mitchell or someone's like 30 spots after ADP value.
All right, next prop. Leone must convince Pete why Rashad Perriman should have been a smash last year. If not convincing, draft Perriman. And it almost seems like I wrote this prompt as someone who was maybe tailing some ETR ranks and ended up with a decent amount of Rashad Perriman. Rashad Perriman was also just like one of my favorite guys when he came into the league. It was right around when I started playing Dynasty. He had that insane 40 time at his pro day. And I was like, he's the next Julio Jones. So I won't fully blame you, but please convince me, Michael, why
I don't know if I have the heart to convince you. All right, Rashad Perriman. The fact that he got cut was like a total fluke. He came into the season. It seemed like he was going to be the number one. They signed him, gave him a free agent deal. You don't usually see a free agent signed and cut like that. He was coming off back-to-back seasons where he was pretty decent, showed some good, down the field ability, absolutely no target competition. We just needed him to not be a complete jerk and get cut. He just needed to be on the field. Who knows what happened to Amon-Ra St. Brown? Yeah, that could have been Rashad Perriman down the stretch. Him and Rashad Penny could have been battling it out in week 17 or week 16. Instead, fate dealt us a different hand.
You know what, guys? There was no way I was never going to buy what Leone was selling because I bought it a year ago and I'm still buying it, baby. TTP, right, Mike? Trust the process. Who is? I think someone had asked you this before. Maybe I can't remember, but who's feeling like this year's Rashad Perriman? Is it going to be Robbie Anderson?
Ooh, Robbie's a good one. If we were higher on Sammy Watkins, I would say it's him because he has a chance to get cut. So it's like very similar.
Yeah.
Silva's really into Sammy Watkins.
But yeah, I will put a
lesson. We're being a little more conservative.
I assume everyone listening to this listens to the ETR pods, but the Man vs. Machine episodes, I caught up on those over the weekend when I was driving home, and they're very good. I will say, Silva capitulating left and right to the spreadsheet version.
I got jobbed in the editing team's hype video, I feel like. It looked like I got crushed. I felt like I pulled it off pretty well. Oh, okay. You guys are going to make fun of me, but we're taking Leonard Fournette here. This is why we passed on the running back in round 2 to get a guy with probably a higher ceiling in round 3.
I mean, did you see the video of Leonard Fournette running the other day?
No, do I
You
want
didn't see
to?
this with Jamar Chase? I got to find it. I know Fantasy Life Twitter account posted it. Here you go. So you got Jamar Chase, DeAndre Swift, and Jalen Mills, and then Fournette on the end. Just looking like a dog, Leone. Just really dogging it.
He does what he needs to do. Okay.
Oh my God. I mean, I have not drafted. Man, Fournette is such a hard click for me in BBM 3 drafts. And I need to start grabbing him a few more times now because I do think his price is going to rise. Doesn't he feel like a mid-second round pick?
Yeah. Well, if you took away the name and were just like the Tampa Bay starting running back who they leaned on at the most important times the last 2 years, and the team gets the most high value touches, it's like this guy could be a top 5 pick. Now, obviously, we have to factor in Leonard Fournette, that they just drafted a rookie. Oh my goodness.
Leone must literally go get his hand dirty. Otherwise, draft a rookie running back with an ADP over 190. Leone heading to get his hand dirty. It didn't specify how to get the hand dirty, so hopefully it involves something with landscaping. The chat found the value hound emotes. Fournette was jogging. I mean, that's such a tough seed for Fournette, too. Having to go up there with Jamar Chase, DeAndre Swift, 2 of the most athletic, young, exciting, explosive players in the NFL. And it's like, yeah, go ahead, Fournette. Fournette needs to join the underdog.
Joined on my phone. Believe it or not, there's a big pile of mulch in my driveway right now.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Mulch in the driveway. I'm guessing this is the first you've even come close to touching that mulch.
Well, my mom and my wife have touched it, but I haven't.
Look at this, Leone. Hands in the dirt.
There's mulch all over my keyboard. This is why I pay people to do shit. There's mulch all over my keyboard. Fuck.
Leone, that happened to me last year in the infamous draft with Silva, and I had to run out and touch actual grass. I came inside with it, and then I just had essentially an uprooted garden. Your hands were not dirty. You cleaned those up real fast.
Well, the mulch isn't like sticking, but I'm taking the victory.
Yeah, I mean, if you have mulch in the driveway and you were able to touch it, I think that qualifies.
What's the record for most legitimate picks made in a draft?
I will say last week, Tom Everett Scott built a pretty good super team. He, a lot of them were doing impressions, sing some songs, and he was just crushing it. Like if you're giving a professional actor, those kind of softballs, he's going to crush them out of the park.
Yeah.
So, Leone, you are building what I would consider is like probably the team you would be drafting right now otherwise. And now you're going to be put to the test again here. You're going to scoop up some of these falling knives?
This is insane.
So, Drico's going to pick here. We're staring at a board right now. Kamara, Connor, Zeke Elliott, Darren Waller, little structural build here.
I would have taken Kamara if he
wow.
I would have, but Darren Waller. Let's get the tight end.
There you go. Have you looked at the win rates on elite tight end in randomizer drafts, Leone? They're through the roof. Through the roof.
Every other position's terrible, but we win tight end.
Yeah, but this would be like a very funny and just awful idea. Is if I just once a year I reuse the prompts from someone else, all on the next guest.
That is a pretty good idea.
There's only a few people who I actually think I could maybe even throw that at reasonably. You might be one of them, Leone.
I don't know. If you threw me the Tom Everett Scott act, did you see the acting that I did in your one video thing?
Yeah, the infamous Deposit King video.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Leone must tweet, man, I wish the Bills would have traded Josh Allen for Baker, otherwise draft Baker. So you could ruin this perfectly good team.
No, we're drafting Baker.
Are we drafting Baker?
I'm not dude. I have too many Bills fans that follow me that are not going to get what's happening here. They're just not going to get it.
Wow. You have what I would consider a team that could compete for the randomizer championship. And you haven't even listened to me tell you what the prize is to win the randomizer. It's just a lot of cool stuff that you should really want. Look at this. You guys already got it. What's actually interesting about this is I feel like you're not like Davis in that you wouldn't like just auto reject most tweets. It seems like you are seriously worried about your mentions from Bills Nation if you were to tweet this.
I'm torn between like in life, like I really should tweet this and just not care. And but then also just knowing having a history of bad Josh Allen takes is just like I feel like I need to take this L for my history of bad Josh Allen takes and not wanting the Bills to have drafted him, where I think sometimes you gotta face the music. We're gonna take Baker. We're just opening ourselves up to stack possibilities early.
Well, what Steven's saying here, I didn't even think about this. The real reason you want Baker is for that Lenny Baker Week 17 correlation, right, Leone?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know.
Robbie Anderson, get him in the queue.
There you go.
We're not allowed to do that.
Where is Anderson's ADP? Has to be moving up now. Still at 169.8. What it was at like 190 earlier, right? Before this,
it was really low. He was one of those guys where I really tried to be super conservative in the projection, but as long as he's not getting Rashad Perriman cut, it's like it's really like he's not. I think the quarterback play was really bad. And I mean, there's just nobody there, which is where that's how you get into trouble with it. It's there's nobody there arguments, but
where did you end up slotting Baker in your projections?
I think we have him like QB 26 or 20, QB 26-ish.
Okay. So what does that put him at like a
like Wentz territory?
Okay.
You know, it's pretty boring. I'd probably draft him a little earlier because I think there's some upside, and I just love DJ Moore. But
yeah, the no more discounts on DJ Moore here. All right, what is this? Pete guesses a number. Pete guesses a number. Leone opens his most recent spreadsheet that has a player database, and we're going to draft a player on that line. I mean, if I'm going to gamify this a little bit, we're picking at pick 67. I might think Leone might open a spreadsheet that has players ranked or maybe ADP. Let's be a little cautious, make sure we get the guy. I'm going to say I want player number 81 on your spreadsheet.
So what's my room for freedom and what tab I choose? I've got the spreadsheet up.
Okay. Do I
have to use the tab that is up?
Are there 80 plus rows of players in this tab?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think we do.
So what was the tab? Or what was the
I said number 81.
Fuck, dude. Ooh, we can't do 81. 81 is actually Justin Herbert.
Whoa. Okay. Do I need can I say any random number, or is it based on like is there any
random?
Okay, I can say
I mean, I feel like if I tell you how it's sorted, this is cheating.
Okay, don't tell me how it's sorted.
Let's just say the tab I have up is related to an earlier prompt.
Okay, yeah. Rushing yards, baby. Okay, I'm gonna get us a sick running back around 32.
32. Jalen Hurts. We keep adding my quarterback.
God. Okay. All right. I'm getting warmer. I'm going to land on who do I want? I want us to draft Eli Mitchell here. Eli Mitchell is going to be 17.
Oh my God. 17 is Leonard Fournette.
No. Okay. I got to guess again. 23.
Lamar Jackson. You got to go
God
again.
Damn it. Okay. This is getting bad. 34.
Oh, you fuck. Melvin Gordon.
Oh, God.
Dude, Eli Mitchell was 16. You missed it by 1.
I was so close. So close. Last year, I famously sung, Melvin Gordon might not even make the team. And now we are drafting him at pick 67 as he enters into his 19th straight year of a timeshare with Javonte Williams.
Ooh. Oh, we were so close to Eli. You had such a good strategy.
Wow.
I didn't want to cheat and tell you how close you were. God.
It did throw me because I was like, Herbert at 6. But then it made complete sense. Sounds like you're a little low on Justin Herbert's rushing, if you ask me.
How did you manage to pick 3 quarterbacks?
Who?
You picked Hurts, Lamar,
Oh,
and Herbert
yeah.
in that exercise. I mean, that's impressive.
Well,
And
it's so
we were at a point where one of them could have been on the board, but
I know a quarterback would have been nice. Although once you have kind of Anchor Baker, you don't really have to force it, you know? Okay. Go take a pic of your lawn, tweet the pic at Silva and say, my lawn looks better than yours and I don't even cut it, or draft Mo Alley Cox. All right. So Leone is heading back outside. His poor wife is like, why are you running and grabbing fistfuls of mulch and taking photos of our grass? Ooh, Nick's really wanting to dig into the spreadsheets here. I'm curious what the exact stats are with Mitchell above Lenny. I think it was just projected rushing, right? So I don't know. I guess it would make most of Lenny's production is coming from receiving. Mo Alley Cox, a low key good pick. I know. I would take that. Everyone loves a good grass pick. Maybe we'll start a trend. Underdog Grass Club. Take a photo.
Where am I at on time?
You're doing good. We got about 4 picks here.
All right. Okay, so can I start with the or do you want me to do like the
Yeah, no, you can start with the I mean, I'm gonna assume everyone who follows you follows Silva, other than some dirty Bills fans.
My lawn.
I mean, I tried to distance myself from the Silva randomizer, and he just finds a way to come back time after time after time. I'm excited to see this picture of your lawn.
I did it.
Is it up? Okay, let's see it.
I'm doing a live stream draft with Silva Sunday night.
Oh man, it's a nice. It does look like you have some dandelions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Silva's gonna crush you for this dandelion issue. Well, Nick says Silva blocked him. Is Silva quick on the block finger?
I think he is. Yeah.
Steven, running it back with Silva on the.
Shit.
Let me answer this. Just let me make this very clearly. Let me just say this. Steven asks, running it back with Silva on the randomizer again this year? Fuck no.
Dude, the Silva randomizer, I felt like you were a real champ. I think I did my episode the week after or something.
No, Silva was the grand finale.
Hopkins. That's how dude, we're up. Hopkins. Just pick somebody.
Is Hopkins who you wanted?
I don't know, but we were running out of time, and I didn't want another running back.
Let's see. I mean, the one thing I would say, Leone, with these hyper fragile builds, we're going to need some wide receiver points early. I don't know if the projection team over at ETR got the news, but Hopkins is out for the first 6 games of the season.
Yeah. Well, you're some sicko that's got this sorted by ADP and not ETR ranks, and I panicked. I saw 6 seconds left. You're supposed to be professional. I didn't know we were down to 6 seconds.
I'm sorry. I was mesmerized by your lawn. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Silva's the worst randomizer cat. You know what? I did meet up with Silva a couple weeks ago. Does he understand what?
Like, did you get him to understand what this is about? Like, does he still not, like, I feel like he still doesn't quite get it, what he was supposed to do.
I think it was a big elephant in the room the whole time we were hanging out. We kind of danced around the subject. We didn't really get there. But I did make it clear to him. Oh, wow. The motherfucking Mackey Award right there. Love it. All right, let's see what we got on tap here for this next pick. I'll try to make sure you have more time so you don't have to draft Dusty DeAndre Hopkins, who I actually like.
Want a refund.
A math problem for Leone.
Oh no, people are gonna find out how dumb I am.
You got to talk this out. Math problem for the spreadsheet virgin. If Evan pushes his lawnmower at 5 square feet per second, how many minutes would it take Evan to cut an acre of grass? If correct, leeway of plus or minus a minute. Select whomever. If incorrect, select Cole Beasley.
So I'm gonna automatically lose because I have no idea how many feet are in an acre.
Okay.
Can I get that information and then do the math problem?
Chat, kid Leone get this information here? How many feet are in an acre? 43,000 or no, 43,560 square feet.
Okay. Now go back to the.
Yes. Sorry. Oops. Back. Here you go.
Okay, 5 square feet per second. That's 25. And it was 43,560.
43,560.
Okay.
Talk it out.
17 seconds gets me at 400.
I sure hope someone in the chat knows this answer, because Lord knows I don't.
Oh, fuck me. It's 43. The acre is 43,000 or 430,000?
It's 43,000.
Okay, 43,000. So I'm at. Okay, how much? Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Oh, man, Peter.
I just put Cole Beasley in the queue.
Okay. Okay, 4, 16, 17, 17,000.
This is riveting. Thank you, Carter.
30 minutes? I don't know. Fuck me.
All right. So Leone says 30 minutes. Willis says 145. Greg crunched the numbers and said 145.2. We got a confirmation on 145.2. Greg, congratulations. You are now the new director of analytics at Establish the Run for your fabulous on-the-fly math. Oh, Leo, you seem really dejected to have missed this one.
Yeah, dude. I was trying to do like easy math with and then just moving the decimal place out, and I almost got to 300, which was still double. I don't know. Okay.
What a needle. Deke would have got that.
We're moving on. This is a forward-thinking operation. So what do we have to do?
We have to draft Cole Beasley.
No.
Leone. Yeah. Look at DY showing his work. 43,560 divided by 5 equals 8712 divided by 60 for 60 seconds in a minute. 145.2.
Wait. There's 43,000. Oh, square feet.
Square feet.
Oh, I was doing the squared. I double did the squared. Because I was.
It's okay. There's a lot of pressure.
That's why I was off. So the 30 feet actually makes sense. Because I was thinking 30 and then. No, that'd be fucking 900. Never mind.
We're giving you an easy one. Okay, we might know how this one's gonna go. Leone must tweet the Bills are the most overdrafted team in BBM3 or draft Chigoziem Okonkwo. That's the first time I've ever said that name out loud.
I got a Silva reply, by the way.
Did we get a Silva reply?
Yeah,
here?
we got a Silva reply.
Where is Silva? Oh, here we go.
You're probably blocked.
I've seen a lot of guys. You thought I was blocked. I've seen a lot of goddamn weeks about your blades get to pulling for. I got to get back there and yank them myself. Look at that. I mean, he writes like a Southern novelist. I seen a lot of goddamn weeds amongst your blades. Get to pulling for I got to get back there and yank them myself. What a turn of phrase.
Okay,
here.
what am I tweeting here?
You're going to tweet, the Bills are the most overdrafted team in BBM3.
This one where I don't care about the tweet, but I also feel like this draft's already like in the
Wow, I mean, the problem is we don't have any Dallas players to correlate Okonkwo with, like we did with Baker.
Bills are the most overdrafted team in BBM3. Okay. All right, I sent it.
Okay.
It's out there.
I mean, where did this Gabriel Davis like setting fantasy Twitter on fire? Why is Gabriel Davis so polarizing?
I think it's because it's a player that doesn't have like an NFL level production profile. And I think the idea of that type of player being drafted early, I think triggers a lot of people.
Yeah. So, Leone, I've been once accused from Soccer Dave of pumping my bags. I believe it was in reference to a Terrace Marshall blurb in the Fantasy Life newsletter last year. Would
How'd
you?
that turn out for you?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, his logic, but what there is there's a FUD and scoop thing here where you FUD it and then you trying to get better values. I mean, this could be your way of getting some deals on Buffalo Bills players and
FUD and scoop is definitely, I mean, that's okay. Can I see the board here? I get to make a
I'm going to
pick.
show you the board.
All right. God damn, where'd all the wide receivers go? We better take Chase Claypool.
Yeah, you also Garrett Wilson or Chase Claypool look nice.
Let's go. Let's just play the ADP game.
Because you're just a value hound. A pick 4. We're actually getting him only 2 picks ahead of ADP. Like
but you got to adjust that for a piss boy draft. So that's like 20 spots after ADP post adjustment.
Look at this. Little love for Okonkwo via Amico's dynasty ranks over at ETR. There you go. I have heard his name mentioned a few times lately.
Not from me.
Oh, wow. I mean, come on, through a dynasty lens, Leone.
I mean, my opinion is just shaped by, hey, Amico, what do you think about this guy?
So here's the team. We're halfway done. 9 picks done. Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Austin Eckler, Leonard Fournette, and Melvin Gordon at running back. Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Cole Beasley, Chase Claypool at wide receiver. Darren Waller at tight end. I mean, honestly, outside of the Cole Beasley pick and the Baker one and the Melvin Gordon one, it's not that bad.
The Cole Beasley pick hurts with the DeAndre Hopkins pick, especially.
It does.
Like Cole Beasley isn't, Will Fuller, Julio Jones, where we're like, this dude's going to get a job. Cole Beasley is something like a player that I don't know if teams really want, or if I don't know. But maybe Robbie gets cut, and then Cole Beasley becomes the slot receiver for the Carolina Panthers.
I think there's a better chance of like Cole Beasley starting an anti-vax YouTube channel that gets demonetized and forces him to parlor than there is him having fantasy relevance.
Let's not get political on this show.
I apologize. This is a safe space here.
Trevor Marshall just made a response on YouTube. I thought it was Terrace Marshall for a second.
Better go Scoop Geo. Yeah. Trevor Marshall. I know everyone. Lots of false flags in the chat tonight. Let's see here. Let's see what we got going for our 10th round pick. Let's see how Leone's tweet is doing here too. Getting hit with the "Are you okay?" Man versus machine. Is this the Gabe Davis tweet? Let me have Isaiah McKenzie shares in peace. See, the FUD and scoop is in full effect. All right. Leone guesses NFL legend Doug Flutie's number of games started within 2. You get to draft whoever you want. If you do that, guess wrong, draft a player who sounds like the name of a cereal. I didn't even read this one before I added it.
So within 2 feels like very strict. I mean, like within 10 feels like, or at least within 5. Like, give me within 2 is just unbelievable.
I mean, I'm sorry, Leone. I think this is, you're 41. The world's biggest Bills fan. 41. Doug Flutie. Game started. Let's see here. Is this going to help me? NFL.com. Come on.
If you do Pro Football Reference, I think it should have it. Fuck. Here. I wasn't even
66.
I forgot about the Chargers years. Fuck.
Wow, Leone. I would have given you a little leeway. I did agree 2 was pretty strict, but you were off by 20 plus.
So I got 2 things. I forgot about the Chargers years, which is just stupid because that was like the Drew Brees. And he was like, but I also forgot that I didn't realize he had almost a full season's worth of starts before he went to the CFL.
There you go. It'll get you.
God.
Well, Leone, we now, okay, crap.
Prompt.
Leone, we have 25 seconds to draft a player who sounds like the name of a cereal.
Okay. What I need to say? Like Fruit Loop, James Cook, cooking
Captain James Cordero,
Captain Cook,
Captain James Cook. Chat, are you allowing it? Are you allowing this
Captain
homerism?
Cook is a cereal.
How could you not? Captain Kirk Cousins?
No, isn't Captain Captain Crunch, not Captain Cook. What the fuck am I talking about? God.
Captain Kirk?
Fruit Loops, Cocoa Puffs, Captain Kirk.
Look, chat, Chat, I'm going to need a ruling on this. I mean, you submit these ambiguous
Captain
prompts.
Cook is not a cereal. I was so excited. I thought we had it like exactly. And I was like, why is Peter asking for help from the chat? We got this.
Isaiah spilled your bowl of milk. Now I really want to find one that would actually be a good cereal.
Albert O, like Cheerios.
Albert O's.
The Albert O's
is for sure. It's like my my Tyler Hero Fruit Hoops. I think the Albert O's there. We should have gone with, this kind of works. James Cookie Crisp. Yeah, I think that's good. Honey Max. That's good. All right, now, God damn it. Now I want cereal.
Right. Well, we got to spin.
Leone, don't tell me how to run my show. I'm doing good. It's really nice to have a middle pick. I will say that.
I like John's comment. You don't even cook cereal. You cook everything.
Oh, shit. Why? Oh, okay. I was like, why did it has the answer? Someone sent me this.
Oh,
answer Zay Jones's 2021 ADOT average depth of target within 0.5 or draft him.
10.3.
Okay, I need to go to my spreadsheet here because they did tell me the answer, or I can just look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
Leone doesn't trust me.
Oh, I knew it was fucking high. I just didn't think it was that high. Oh,
what is it, Leone?
It's 14.
14. And what was your guess? 10.5?
10.3.
10.3. The chat has been, I mean, within 0.5.
I know these prompts are insane. What do you think? I'm a computer? This is
it. They are breaking the machine tonight. The machine has been pushed to his limits.
The machine's ready for this Denver sabbatical in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, when are we're going to be overlapping in Denver here in a few weeks.
Yeah. I'm there the 12th through the 18th with my family. Very excited to hit up the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Shout out Levitan for that recommendation.
Wait, Cheyenne? No, why not the Denver Zoo?
Because he says the Denver Zoo is like any city's zoo. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is supposed to be like really cool, like safari.
The Denver Zoo is one of the better zoos. Where is this alpha coming from?
I don't know. This is what Levitan told me. I just listened to him. All right, now you're buzz killing me. I literally bought the tickets today, so what's done is done.
I never heard anyone say the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo over the Denver Zoo.
Then I'm there the 19th to the 24th, not with my family. I got the one-on-one game with Glenn.
Yep.
Climbing beer stat. ETR drinking night with subscribers, I think, is happening at some point in that.
Yep.
And what days are you there?
I'm there Wednesday night through Sunday. I think I'm going to try to swing by the ETR thing, and then I think we're going to get together at Levy's place one of those nights too.
Okay. So you're going to miss the one-on-one game?
When it wins the one-on-one game?
I think it's the 20th.
Okay. I'll have to look into it. I met up with, and I am drafting Zay Jones here for everyone per the just wildly off by 3.5 or 4.5 ADOT guess. I got lunch with Glenn and Dink and Logie when I was in New York for NFT NYC, and they were talking about it. And I need to get footage of this game, Leone, because there are these almost like urban myth like stories surrounding some of your shots and ability to create shots.
Like I told you in Discord, when you grow up short, you got to do some weird shit to try and score. You got to mix it up or else you just get blocked left and right. So I've got some weird shots, but I'm disappointed in Logie, who apparently gave Glenn the full scouting report, and unbelievable, I mean, the way the crypto market is right now, I need this money from Glenn. And he's out there giving out full scouting reports. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I will say I heard a decent amount of the scouting report. I don't know how helpful it was. Like literally what Logie said was he does some of these crazy shots you think he has no chance of making, and then he makes them. That was basically the scouting report. So I think you might be okay.
If only I could dribble. That's the real weak spot. Hopefully Glenn's not watching. Glenn,
is this going to be like live streamed or whatever?
I'm too embarrassed. It's going to be such a bad game. We're playing to 20. It's going to be terrible.
Go put on the Bills outfit from the playoff game. Or draft Velus Jones, the oldest rookie. Thank you for whoever put in the oldest rookie. Just had to get one needle. Can we find this? I need to pull up this photo of Leone at the Bills game. Did he post this on Twitter? If someone has the link to this photo, will you send it to me so I can pull it up here? I'm going to have to scroll way back to find this one. I do want to. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we're going to be. That was a quick find. I mean, here's the selfie of Leone bundled up. Looks like we have some kind of old school puff jacket, Bills. We have the mouth covering mask. We have a beanie underneath it, and Lord knows how many layers. I remember Leone was telling us when he went that he had layers upon layers upon layers going to this game. I think there's probably something directly correlated with the older you get, you add one extra layer if going to an event like this. Like when you're 21, you're like, I'll just throw a hoodie on. I'll be fine. Then you start adding the long johns. By the time you're, Leone's age, next thing you know, you're getting the hand warmers. You're bringing in blankets. You're packing quilts. That would have been GTO, right, John? Just put on the 11 jerseys there. You prove your fandom and you stay warm. That's how you do it. Yeah, I'm torn on this. I went to, I remember that Broncos Patriots game. It was towards the tail end of Peyton Manning's run. I think it was the year after they won the Super Bowl, and the Broncos were just getting the shit kicked in them at Foxborough. And it was a Sunday night or Monday night game. And Lauren and I ended up leaving. I think around like the beginning of the third quarter, right after halftime, we're like, screw it. This isn't even a good game. And of course the, I'm misremembering because I wasn't there, but I think, it was either the Broncos or Patriots came back and won the game in what was apparently an incredible game. So let the lesson be, if you're going to go to a game, pack accordingly, stick it out. Okay, here we go. I can hear him. I can hear him walking. There he is. Leone. I went digging to see the photo here. I mean, this is pretty
close.
It's pretty damn close. Talk us through what layers. Oh shit! Dude, oh fuck! We just got timed out, Kirk Cousins, because I wasn't paying attention.
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
We got our two quarterbacks. Look at that value on Captain Kirk, though.
You guys, I was man. We tried.
I'm so hot.
I love the idea of just drinking a sour. You could shed some clothes there. I apologize. I didn't even let you get to make your pick after you did this.
I was too slow. It's on me. Don't. I mean, I appreciate you trying to take the bullet, but I was too slow.
Yeah, this is what the chat's like. We have this guy run and do this, and Trevor just wants to know where the face cover is. These guys are so demanding.
I'm really proud of this coat. So any opportunity to put it
they're
on.
doing it again. We're going back to the well, Leone. Must put on 5 Bills jerseys before the next pick. Otherwise, draft Isaiah McKenzie. You got to go. I'll be on top of it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna give this to him. I think we have to. The problem is we got to figure out who he'd actually want to pick. We're gonna have to figure out who he wants to pick. How's his BBM3 tweet doing? Imagine if they didn't have the best QB in football. This is true. See, everyone's pretty on board with this one. Any more blowback from the Silva tweet? All right, Leone's back. I can hear him puttering. Here he comes down the stairs.
Dude, in the fucking basement. This is unbelievable.
Get your cardio in for today, Leone. All right, we're gonna do good. You're doing good here.
JP Lossman tore this jersey, complaining about not getting a flag in a Madden game.
Here we go.
Oh, Terrence McGee.
Terrence McGee too.
Best kick returner. Oh, Stevie Johnson.
Stevie Johnson 3. Ooh, that's a sick one.
Oh, Trent Edwards. Ooh, I bought this for a Captain Checkdown Halloween costume.
Trent Edwards is 4.
And we'll finish it off with Steve Tasker.
Steve Tasker, Leone does it. 5 jerseys, IR Black. Thank you for running out the clock. Leone, we have 30 seconds. You don't have to select McKenzie. On the board, Damian Pierce, Naheem Hines, Isaiah Spiller, Devontae
We need a
Parker.
wide receiver so bad. Just go to
We
wide
do.
receivers.
Corey Davis, Marvin Jones, Parker, Alec Pierce.
Oh, that Corey Davis guy. I heard some people like him above ADP.
You want to do Corey Davis?
No, I want to value hound Devontae Parker.
Oh, I haven't given like much thought to Devontae Parker this year. I've mainly been grabbing like Kendrick Bourne or Tyquan Thornton late. What is the official Leone take on Devontae Parker?
I had barely any of him, but when the next wide receiver is 20 spots lower on ADP, we play the machine tells us to play the ADP game. I don't know. I think he could be all right. I still think like Jacoby Myers is just gonna get the majority of the targets, and New England's passing game isn't going to be great, and it's not going to be super high volume. But I think Devontae Parker is like actually good.
Yeah. The chat.
I think he's off.
Yeah, go for it. I love it's like, what if I was like, no, you have to wear that the rest of the show. Stevie Johnson owned Revis.
He did. I love Stevie. Also, we took wedding photos on our wedding day in Bills jerseys outside the stadium, and we tweeted at Stevie Johnson, and he tweeted back at us. So
really
appreciated that from Stevie. Yeah.
Wow, you were on Twitter. I mean, what year did you get married?
2012.
2012. Okay, 1 year
This
before
is my 10th anniversary. My 10th anniversary is a few days after Davis Maddox's wedding, so I am celebrating that in St. Louis.
Oh yeah, how did that? Are you guys excited about that, or was your wife like, "Hey, I don't want to have my weekend overshadowed by Davis Maddox"?
No, we're just, it's our first trip since like Micah was 6 months. He's now 5.5. It's our first trip in like 5 years without Micah, just by ourselves. So we're excited, whatever the excuse to get away.
McNutty landscaping, phone a friend, have your landscaper make the pick or take Trey McBride. Do we have the proprietor of McNutt Landscaping, a noted fantasy football aficionado that Leone once asked Levitan if he could give him an ETR sub?
Can do we have some options to give him?
Yeah. Does he watch any of your content?
He's probably putting his kids to bed as I call him at 7:52 p.m.
You answer a call from Mike Leone. Leone calls at 7:52 p.m. Also, one landscaping tip would be nice as well. Maybe ask him how to get those dandelions out.
Hi, you've reached Jason McNutt. If you're looking for McNutt Landscaping, please call 716.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I'm going to try him one more time, which is egregious. I shouldn't be trying him one more time.
He's going to worry like there's a legit emergency here, and you're just like, I need to decide between Marvin Jones and Alec Pierce.
I could also call his wife, who I was friends with before. Oh man, who do we have to pick?
Trey McBride.
Is Trey McBride even bad? It seems like not so bad.
Hi, you've reached.
Oh.
It looks like, hey, you gave it the old college try. Where on like a scale of 1 to 10, McNutt Landscaping, like how big of a fantasy sicko is he?
He's like really big into his home leagues, but he's not playing a ton of, like he's not playing underdog and a ton of that.
Okay, not overstacking small field DFS tournaments.
No. He'll
Silva's
play
grass guy. Silva's grass guy answers.
That's himself.
Every day. We are going to take Trey McBride 215.3, but it seems like you're feeling a little bullish about Trey McBride, Leone.
Well, I mean, it's better than Cole Beasley in round 8, like comparatively.
It's true. It's true. We do just need to get a Falcon to correlate him, and then the pick is completely justified.
Now we're done at tight end.
Yeah. The randomizer wheel might say otherwise, Leone.
That's not tweeting Silva yet. Oh my goodness.
So this was a fun one because I actually know the answer to this. Name the inventors of both spreadsheets and socialism, or draft a player after pick 200. Leone, I will say I have done an interview with the inventor of the spreadsheet. Did you know that?
No, I absolutely did not know that.
Old school Fantasyland days, our second or third episode we did was all about spreadsheets. And you would have been the star of that show had we recorded it now, but we tracked down the legit inventor of the spreadsheet. He's a local Massachusetts guy. It is a pretty tough question, I feel like. He's not like a name that just...
Tim Ferguson.
No, it's Dan Brickland. Dan Brickland here. And do you want to get the inventor of socialism otherwise?
I'd rather not embarrass myself if I'm already
Dan Brickland here. Once talked to him on the phone for a Fantasyland episode. This is the man who created...
He looks like he may have created the spreadsheet.
This guy fucks. Let's just call a spade a spade. This guy mows his own lawn and he fucks.
I think he looks better. Do his next photo. I think he aged well. I think he's like a silver fox.
Yeah, for sure. He's a thought leader. A spreadsheet revolution here. CBS News. Look at this one back in the day. You and Dink should recreate this photo. There you go. ETR Media Team. Brief history of spreadsheets. Grainy footage film filter. Leone and so what was our
creator of socialism is Denny Carter.
Yes, exactly. All right, we are going to have to draft a player after pick 200. I bet Leone can make this work here. I'll scroll down.
Oh, I love players after 200.
We got to get a deep sleeper. Isaiah McKenzie. Once a punishment, now perhaps a reward. Talk us through your deep sleepers post 200.
Yeah, I mean, I think James Washington. I think Michael Gallup could be out longer than people realize. And I know we'd rather have the rookie towards the end of the season, but I don't know. I think James Washington's like not terrible, and it's not a lock that Jalen Tolbert passes him. So I think he's got more outs than people realize in an offense that passes a ton and an offense that people are just thrusting targets upon CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz when we have, no idea if that'll actually happen to that extent that people are assuming.
Yeah. I like that call too. Yeah, I'm starting to get, I was just listening to Reeves did a podcast with bets from the fantasy footballers going through some of those timelines. And I was like, probably should pump the brakes on some of these guys I've just been willy-nilly drafting. But there's
Godwin's a tough one. Godwin's just a real tough one for me because like the upside, like he's like a second round pick this year landscape if he's healthy. So it's really tough to know where to pull the trigger and where not to.
All right, we have 3 more picks. Leone, you're acquitting yourself pretty decently here on the wheel. It was my bad on the Kirk Cousins pick.
Can't win them all.
Man versus machine. Smell the clippings. Accurately estimate the average time. We got more math to mow a lawn per acre for a 30-inch push mower. Or draft a player Evan is much higher on than Leone. My brain is breaking. Is this like the exact same question?
I'm just going to assume it is and say 145 minutes. Isn't that what it was? 145 minutes? Is that what it was?
The average time to mow a lawn.
So 2.5 hours.
For a 30-inch push mower.
2.5 hours.
Greg Warsh, will someone do the math? Double check the math of the.
Hey, Jay.
Yo.
I'm
2 missed calls?
2 missed calls. I know.
It's gotta be important.
It's super important. I'm on this draft stream and there's these prompts that you have to do. And one of the prompts was to call my landscaper and have him make the next pick for us. So that's why I was calling.
Did I miss it?
You did. We had to draft Trey McBride as a punishment.
No, we're gonna pivot. He gets to make a pick.
Here. We're pivoting. You get to make this pick.
Who's Trey McBride?
He's a tight end. It's all right. He's on the team. All right. What are our options here, Peter? Gus Edwards, Darrell Williams, Cameron Brate. Oh man, it's not looking good. Curtis Samuel. It's very late. Jamal Williams, Mark Ingram, Jared Goff, Ryan Tannehill.
Let's see if he has any hot takes on players, and maybe we take one of his favorite. Does he have a sleeper?
Me to make this pick for you.
Yeah, you're supposed to make any like just random hot takes on any players. I know you're not in draft season yet, but also we need a landscaping tip.
You need what?
A landscaping tip for the people.
A landscaping tip. Okay.
Maybe how to get
Read
dandelions
off
out of
some
your
those
yard.
early names.
All right, go to wide receivers for me, Peter. Let me see. Curtis Samuel, David Bell, Kendrick Bourne, AJ Green, Devin DuVernay, John Mechie, Odell Beckham, Laviska Shenault, Brian Edwards, Terrace Marshall, Byron Pringle, Jalen Guyton. It's we're at the end of the draft, so it's pretty
Yeah,
gross.
no, this is down to the nitty gritty, huh?
It is. It really is.
You got to get some dirt under your
How
thumbnails
much
with this
time?
one.
Am I under the gun?
You got like 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Wow. I mean, what does the team look like?
We probably need a wide receiver. Maybe we need a run. And we need a wide receiver probably. So
we take the gamble on Odell Beckham.
all right, the Odell
All right.
Beckham gamble.
Let's do it.
There it is. Lock it in. Any
And
landscaping tips for the people?
Ask him how to get your dandelions out of the yard.
Okay, so I have dandelions. Peter's asking me how I'm supposed to get them out.
You've got like the clover and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just against, spraying the lawn with any chemicals. So other than, sod cutting and ripping out and putting down new sod, just kind of where you're at there.
Okay.
Unless you want chemicals on your lawn.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. No, I'm against that too.
All right. Thanks, Jay. Sorry
Thank you,
for
Jay.
bothering you at bedtime for the kids, I'm sure.
That's exactly what it was.
All right. Thanks for calling back.
Yep. Bye.
See you.
What I heard there, Leone, is he wants you to go and hand pluck every single dandelion out because that's really the only other way to do it.
Well, that's because we're being environmentally friendly and we're not going to spray the lawn. Okay.
You guys should make a version of your motherfucking Mackey Award with a motherfucking McNutty shirt there. The official sponsor. That was a very good appearance by him. Thank you to Jay for being a good sport.
Did we find the answer on the push mower? He probably knew that. We should have fucking asked him. Oh, he probably knows.
Racist says, if you do the math and the average of 1 hour, 10 minutes for an acre seems crazy fast. Average lawn in America is approximately 1/4 of an acre, which means according to that, it's only 18 minutes. Seems fast.
Well, I thought we were doing a full acre though. We were doing an average lawn. Oh my God. I had one beer and I can't even read prompts correctly.
No, I already, how did I not take this one out? I forgot to take this one out. We just did this one. Spin again. Spin, spin, spin. Ooh, we're gonna be under the gun here.
About blue cheese somewhere. I'd love to eat some blue cheese right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting hungry. Mike must recreate the 2 hats, 1 Mike moment that birthed the Twitter handle. If we aren't transported into the moment, draft Mike Davis.
How much time do I have?
Go. You have 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 90 seconds.
What?
Just go. We're gonna all hold. DeMoney, IR Black. We need to bleed the clock. Leone is sending us in a time machine. What podcast was I just listening to where he was on Spike Week's podcast with Eric Beimfor, Best Ball Bros. Very fun show where Eric goes beyond the spreadsheets and talks about people's beginnings. And he got the story there from, it was a live final. It involved Kay Adams and Leone finishing her drink. And we will see here if he can take us back, teleport us back to that moment. I should mention too, why he's doing this. If you guys haven't checked out fantasylife.com, we have our new website is up. Oh, Leone, here we go. Leone coming into frame. New Fantasy Life website, all kinds of free tools there. ADP from multiple sources. Got your air yards, all of your efficiency stats. Very nice place to just an easy screener to go look at stats. Oh, wow, Leone, what are we pouring?
Some tequila.
Look at this. I mean, you passed it. Oh shit, we just timed out. This is what happens. Leone.
This is actually the hat that I wore on our stream that went south for me.
Holy cow. I feel really bad. This is a 3 quarterback build now, which probably should be actually.
Yeah, but the value.
We've
almost netted out even at quarterback value with the Baker pick.
Leone, what was it? Because when we did that stream, that was before I had even started streaming really regularly on my own YouTube channel. I was doing stuff with roto grinders. How did we end up on the drunk show? Like, how did that happen?
I know we were just talking about how we should do a drinking show, and I think both of us were really in a busy period of work, and we were both like I was amped up for it. Like we were looking forward to it. It wasn't like, oh hey, like maybe let's do drunk show. It was like I think there was some lead time for us to get excited.
I think it was the first year I did my like GPP strategy show with weekly guests.
Yeah.
And then we just got hammered for your appearance. I wonder if that exists still. I know RotoGrinders had a whole issue with some of their old YouTube videos. I know there's a couple clips out there.
I just know there's me slurring Sammy Watkins.
Okay.
Oh no. People are here.
I believe Nick sent this one in. Regarding Atomic Habits and Leone's Substack, which you guys should all check out. Very good Substack. Name 2 truths and 1 lie for 3 habits you do weekly. And if Pete incorrectly chooses the lie, draft an old. If he chooses correctly, draft a stud wide receiver. So can you hit me with 2 truths and a lie of Mike Leone habits?
Yeah. I do 12,000 steps a day walking, at least. Running counts too. Just 12,000 steps a day. 30 pull-ups a day on a pull-up bar. And I read every morning for at least 5 pages.
So I know the steps one is true because I believe you even referenced it once in Discord where you're like, I got to get going. I got to go get my steps. So I know that one's true.
Whatever, use your logic.
So the other ones, though, are close. I know, obviously, you've been doing a lot of running. You had really good time there. I'm not seeing a lot of pectoral definition. The shoulders there. I do know you like to read. I think the reading one, it seems more likely to me that you're carving out 5 pages to read a day as kind of a specific goal. 30 pull-ups is honestly a lot too. I do not think you're doing 30 pull-ups a day.
I did too many pull-ups. I should have gone for 10 pull-ups. I should have made it 10 pull-ups.
I was like, I would be pretty gassed if I was doing 30 pull-ups a day.
Oh man, Waterbug says 5 pages is too easy to be real. We could go on a tangent, Peter, about having those small goals that we just need to make sure we do every day.
It does sound like that. It's the same a hack I made while we're just here. We'll make our pick and then I want to comment on that because it actually is a very smart hack. I correctly chose. So we get to draft a
old now.
No, I think I correctly guessed, right?
If you correctly chooses the lie, draft an old. Oh no.
Okay,
if Peter incorrectly chooses the lie. No, we get to draft whoever we want. Go back.
It says a stud wide receiver, but we're in the 18th.
Oh, Terrace Marshall for the correlation, of course.
Yes, there it is. No, but real talk on that habit stuff. Like I used to make this hack where like, say I had a project or something I needed to get done. I would put on my calendar like, oh, I need an hour or 90 minutes. And then it would like come around. I'm like, this is such a daunting block. Like I'm not going to get that. I don't want to do 90 minutes of work. So I started like adjusting it and literally putting like 20 minutes that I was going to work on that thing. And then lo and behold, once you get rolling, all of a sudden you spend 45 minutes on it, an hour on it. And just tricking myself to say I only need 20 minutes is such a good hack.
Yeah. One, you actually usually will do more than a minimum once you get into it. And 2, you actually will do it every day. So like, even if you only did the minimum, you do it every day, you're not going to get burnt out. So it's a good hack. It's a legit hack.
There you go.
I'm super into this book, 4,000 Weeks right now. I feel so seen reading that. You should read it. It's called 4,000 Weeks, Time Management for Mortals. It'll make you feel bad about some of your productivity hacks though, because it's kind of like, what if productivity hacks are part of the problem, man?
Oh yeah. I read a book a couple years ago called How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell. And it was just like the value of it was a book like that where it just kind of like, oh my God, where she was just talking about how like her style of like, I go and I listen to birds and stuff. Like when you hear it on the surface, it sounds absurd, but it's like mainly driving home how little we actually spend with just our own thoughts. And obviously there's some overlap there with like meditation and stuff and getting outdoors, but it was just one of those things of like, I just reflexively just fill all my time. You know, it's just like I can't be capable of not doing something.
It's like there's this first level of like, how do we use our time wisely? And there's this like galaxy brain level of like, that's not even the point, man.
I know. So there we go. We started with an Austin Eckler selection at the top. And by the end, we are espousing on the values of time blocking and habit stacking. Leone, let's review here. Get your final review.
Oh, we're done. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize we were done. Look at this. This is how you go hyper fragile, boys.
Yeah. So talk us through how we feeling about this squad.
Okay, so we took Baker Mayfield slightly ahead of ADP. We gave up about 160 picks of value. But you know what? We got back 25 picks of value on Cousins, 50 picks of value on Matt Ryan. We're clawing back. And the Eckler, Fournette in round 3, come on. Just hand us the crown right now. Wide receivers, we're going to have to survive some weeks early. Cole Beasley, Odell, and DeAndre Hopkins. That's a tough sell, but thankfully we drafted 9 of them, right? I think we drafted 9 wide receivers. Yeah, 9 wide receivers.
And then tight ends, Darren Waller, Trey McBride. That's serviceable.
Yeah, Trey McBride, Zach Ertz is like 77 years old. So we just got the starting tight end for Arizona. Amazing.
Leone, I was trying to guide you to one like Cole Beasley, alpha play. You missed it. Leone, what else do you got going on these days other than your Colorado trip here? Any other Virgin spreadsheet news for the people?
Well, like I said, this Sunday, I am drafting a team live on the ETR YouTube channel. It's just me and Silva. There's no Levitan to buffer. So like, assuming Silva makes it onto StreamYard and we actually get started, that should be an absolute riot. And then check out my podcast, Establish the Edge, completely free. Me and Ben Gretsch are going to start our offseason projections series. I think we're going to start Monday before I go on vacation. We're going to try and get in a couple divisions. And then I'm probably going to do a couple divisions while I'm out there in Colorado. And then by the end of July, hoping to hit each division. But we did that last year. A lot of people liked it. I enjoyed doing it from Ben. I feel like he got me on Cooper Kupp and some guys by doing that. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I loved that series last year. And Pat and I actually got a little sneak peek because Gretsch, Pat and I over on Ship Chasing have hopped in our first FFPC main event draft. And so we're recording kind of mini-sodes when we were on the clock. And we ended up having our own Gabe Davis versus Rashad Bateman debate there when we were on the clock in the 5th round. And Gretsch pulled out the spreadsheets, was showing us some, pass rate over expectation stuff. So I got to see, if you're a Ship Chasing VIP, you get to actually see the spreadsheet on screen and Gretsch's projections there.
Did Gabe Davis win?
Gabe Davis won the debate, but he did not make it back to us. Spoiler alert.
Oh, I was on team. I'm on team Gabe Davis there too.
Yeah. I was the one.
Let me guess. Pat was on team Rashad Bateman.
I was actually the Bateman guy in this case.
And where was Gretsch? He was on Gabe.
Gretsch was on Gabe. So
when you said pass rate over expectation stuff, I kind of figured.
Yeah. So yes, very much looking forward to that. And did you say, are you and Silva drafting a BBM3 team? Is that what you guys are doing?
No, it's not a BBM3. It's a season long, like one of the big tournament teams. So it's not a BBM3. It's a season long team. So we'll see. My first managed draft of the year.
Well, you need to lean into it, Leone. Can you get like a vest with like a pocket square and a protractor in it and some glasses?
Dude, I should lean into it. I'm going to lean into it.
Leone, as someone who has Amazon primed mini props in their life, it is not too late.
I've got 2 days. I've got time.
Well, appreciate all of you guys hanging out in the chat. We will be back next week. I actually haven't booked my guest yet for next week, so that will be a surprise. I will figure that out shortly. Thank you to Fantasy Life for sponsoring us. The newsletter is ripping 5 days a week right now. And like I mentioned earlier, we got our site up, fantasylife.com. Lots of good stuff going on over there. So for Michael Leone, for Underdog, for Fantasy Life, I'm Pete. We'll see you guys next time.